Well, the last leg, we'll get you up to bring you up to speed on this entire India. How latent can those who are on social media get with language and values that Bharat espouses? The Supreme Court granted podcaster Ranveer Allahbadia interim protection from arrest in the FIRs registered against him for his alleged objectionable comments during the YouTube show India's Got Latent, even as it condemned his language, asking, in this country, if this is not obscenity, what is the standard of obscenity? Justice Suryakant, presiding over a two-judge bench, told Ranveer Allahbadia's counsel, Advocate Abhinav Chandrachud, there is something that is dirty in his mind that has been vomited by way of this program. The words you have chosen, parents will feel ashamed, daughters and sisters will feel ashamed, brothers will feel ashamed, entire society will feel ashamed. The pervert mind and the perversion you and your henchmen have exhibited, unquote. Condemning the influencer's comments, the Supreme Court questioned the counsel. Quote, do you subscribe to the language that he has used? What is the parameter of obscenity? There is a height of irresponsibility. They believe that since they have become popular, they can say anything. There's dirt in his mind. Why should court favor such a person? Unquote. The top court further added, quote, just because somebody thinks they have become popular and can speak any kind of words, can he take the entire society for granted? Is there anyone on earth who will like this language? There is something very dirty in his mind that has been vomited, again, unquote. Ranveer Allahbadia's remarks during an appearance as a guest judge on comedian Samay Raina's YouTube show India's Got Latent triggered public outrage after clips of the episode went viral, following which he apologized for his comments. The Supreme Court has meanwhile given relief to Ranveer, but with caveats. Arrest of Ranveer Allahbadia has been stayed in all FIRs registered against him. No further FIR shall be registered against the petitioner on the basis of the India's Got Latent show, which was the primal cause of the FIR. Petitioner shall be at liberty to approach local police of Maharashtra and Assam for protection of life and liberty in case of any threat impeding him to join the probe. The petitioner shall deposit his passport with the Thane police. The petitioner cannot leave the country without permission of the court. That's the Supreme Court. The petitioner and his associates shall not do any other show for the time being. So they are quite literally off platforms. More restrictions on the podcaster after several FIRs have been filed against him. The court has barred him from doing shows. The Supreme Court has asked the podcaster to surrender passport. NCW has now reissued summons to him on the 6th of March. Cine workers' body has slammed quote-unquote vile language. Parliamentary panel may also further take up this matter. And in fact, there is a consideration for revisiting the laws itself, as said by Devendra Fadnavis. The Supreme Court has asked the centre if it wants to do something about obscene content on YouTube. We would like you, the government, to do something. If the government is willing to do something, we are happy. Otherwise, we are not going to leave this vacuum and barren area the way it is being misused by so-called YouTube channels and YouTubers. This is what Justice Suryakant has told the Additional Solicitor General Aishwarya Bhati, ASG Aishwarya Bhati, and has sought Attorney General and Solicitor General's assistance in the matter. The Supreme Court has further said we should not overlook the importance and sensitivity of the issue. The Maharashtra Cyber Cell sources have further stated that statements of comedian Atul Khatri, Divesh Dikshit and Saraswat Maheshwari have also been recorded. 50 people have been summoned so far, including celebrities like Rakhi Sawant. Meanwhile, Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has spoken on putting regulations or implementing regulations amid this entire Ranveer Allahbadia controversy. Listen in.
क्योंकि प्रत्येकाला स्वातंत्र्य आहे, अभिव्यक्तीचं स्वातंत्र्य आहे, पण त्याची देखील सीमा आहे. अभिव्यक्तीचं जे स्वातंत्र्य आपल्या संविधानाने दिलेलं आहे ते काही असीमित नाही आहे. तुम्ही दुसऱ्याच्या अभिव्यक्ती स्वातंत्र्यावर आपल्या स्वातंत्र्याच्या माध्यमातून घाला घालू शकत नाही. त्यामुळे ज्या ठिकाणी अश्लीलता ही परिसीमेच्या बाहेर जाते त्या ठिकाणी कारवाई करणं हे गरजेचं असतं. मात्र या संदर्भात काही नियमावली तयार करता येईल का?
And local circles, one of Bharat's Community Platforms has conducted Pulse of Consumers on regulation of audio-video streaming platforms. Here are some key findings. 59% of the citizens surveyed say audio-video platforms don't segregate such content effectively, making it accessible to minors. 74% want a code of regulations that are enforced. 39% of those surveyed are in favor of government creating and administering such code. Respondents were asked, do you use audio-video streaming platforms for listening into, watching content? 53% said yes. How many audio-video platforms do you have paid subscription for? Out of 10,195 respondents, the question, 15% of the respondents stated 1, 19% said 2 to 3, remaining 65% said don't subscribe to audio-video streaming platforms. Respondents were asked, do you have children at home under the age of 13 having one or more audio-video? 20% said yes, 72% said no, 6% said can't say. Do the audio-video streaming platforms that you use clearly segregate explicit and adult content so children are not subjected to it? 26% said yes, but 59% have said no. How should a set of rules or regulations be created for audio-video streaming platforms? 35% said industry should have a voluntary or self-governing set of rules and code of conduct. 39% want the government to intervene, create rules and regulations to ensure compliance. With that, it's a wrap of this edition of The Right Stand.